Welcome back everybody, Matt Damon here. Hope you're doing well. So, okay, this is like weird. This is what I really do think. People are listening to me, or there's something in my brain. Because literally, the day that this news came out, I was just thinking to myself that afternoon, I'm surprised we haven't heard anything about Christopher Nolan in a while. You know, Oppenheimer, that won Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, came out over at this point almost a year and a half ago. Came out in July of 2023, and here we are in October of 2024, and no mention of Nolan. Nolan, what are you doing? Normally, when it comes to Christopher Nolan, we hear about a movie, 6 months after the latest release of his. And here we are now, a year and a half, and I'm like, there hasn't been anything on Christopher Nolan in a while. Yo, Chris, what you doing? Make a movie. And obviously Christopher Nolan's one of my favorite directors. And then lo and behold, that evening we hear Christopher Nolan making another movie at Universal with Matt Damon, coming out July 2026. And I thought, yes! Finally getting a new Christopher Nolan movie. It's about time. It's really not that far away because they plan to start shooting in the beginning of 2025. Start shooting, which we're already in the middle of October. So by the end of the year, we're going to have a full cast for the new Christopher Nolan movie. Obviously, they did not give us a title. We don't know what the movie's going to be about. That's sort of the Christopher Nolan way. But then it got me, and he's working with Matt Damon again. He obviously likes working with Matt Damon. A lot of people don't remember or don't know that originally Christopher Nolan wanted Matt Damon to play Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face, in The Dark Knight. That was Christopher Nolan's first choice. Now, I don't know if there were ever any auditions for the role, if he actually auditioned or if that's just who Christopher Nolan wanted for Harvey Dent. And I think Matt Damon would have done a great job. He had the look of a district attorney. He would have been around the same age as Christian Bale. And if you've seen The Departed, we know Matt Damon can go from a nice, charming guy to a real asshole. But that didn't happen. We got Aaron Eckhart instead. He did a great job. And then he worked with Matt Damon on Interstellar in a small role. And then we saw him in Oppenheimer with Cillian Murphy. He did a great job in there. So obviously Christopher Nolan is in the I like working with Matt Damon business. Scotty doesn't know. That Christopher Nolan likes to work with Matt Damon every Sunday. But then, now I have a theory, probably way out there, way out there, but I'm going to propose. What do you propose? We killed the Batman. I said, okay, this is a Universal movie. This movie's coming out in July, which is typical for a Christopher Nolan film. Don't get me wrong. Only a couple movies like Interstellar and The Prestige and even Batman Begins came out different periods of the year, not in July. So I'm not holding it against, it's a July release. Oh. No. But he's also working with Matt Damon. And I said to myself, Christopher Nolan has always wanted to do a James Bond movie. The only problem with that is we know the Brockleys, the owners of Bond, will never let Christopher Nolan have full control over James Bond. But I thought to myself, well, who is this generation's James Bond? And I said to myself, the Bourne identity, or the Jason Bourne franchise. Now, don't think I'm losing my mind here. This is just a theory, or a wild hypothesis. We know that last November, we heard that Universal was working on a new Jason Bourne movie. We knew at the time that they were looking at getting the director of All Quiet on the Western Front and the new film coming out this year, Conclave, that is getting rave finds a lot of Oscar attention. But since last November, we have heard nothing on the new Jason Bourne movie. And in that article, they were trying to get Matt Damon to return. Now, I'm not going to put on the tinfoil hat here. Maybe I should. But is there a possibility between Universal, July, where all the Jason Bourne movies came out in, bringing in Matt Damon, who's already worked with Christopher Nolan now twice? And how would you, what would be your reason to get Matt Damon back, other than the money? Well, they said, we're going to get, Christopher Nolan is interested. Oh, you're damn right, Matt Damon would be running back. I'm just saying, and Christopher Nolan has always wanted to do a James Bond movie, and even Inception had a lot of Bond stuff in it. I would not, other than this is like a tinfoil hat thing, I would not be surprised if we hear by the end of the year that secret Christopher Nolan Matt Damon project at Universal is a new Jason Bourne movie. I think it would be awesome. It would reinvigorate the Jason Bourne franchise. Because between the Bourne legacy, which I didn't mind with Jeremy Renner, and then Jason Bourne, that was a disappointment. And that came out almost already over 8 years ago. That means when the new Christopher Nolan, that's the other thing, when the new Christopher Nolan movie comes out, will be 10 years since that Jason Bourne movie back in 2016. The 10-year anniversary. Keep that in mind. I'm just saying, I will not be surprised if we do find out it is a Jason Bourne movie. But Matt, Christopher Nolan doesn't do franchises. Yes, he did. It's called the Dark Knight trilogy. That's the franchise. There were already a lot of previous Batman movies before Christopher Nolan came along. And he's done remakes, Insomnia. So him to take on a new franchise, and maybe he'll just come in and do a one and done. Bring back Matt Damon, set up this new world, maybe even bring on a new actor that will take up the mantle of Bourne. I don't know. But what do you think? Do you think maybe this could be a new Jason Bourne movie with Matt Damon, with Christopher Nolan? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, Matt the Matt.